Now let's send it up to the booth for the voice of the Royals, Jimmy Cook.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roncalli Royals Softball on the Roncalli Media Network. Alongside the coach, Pat Crosley, I am Jimmy Cook. Into action we go. Going to use second pitch of the ball game with Keegan Rothrock in the circle. Failed bunt attempt there by Brownsburg, and we're underway. As Izzy Neal leading things off for the Bulldogs. Your Royals coming into this matchup with a record of 23-3-1 to their name. Fresh off just a few weeks ago, winners of the Marion County Tournament. First time in school history with back-to-back Marion County Tournament titles. Pitches outside. Count now 2-1. And coach, the checklist and the journey continues for these Royals in terms of setting their marks for where they want to be come postseason time here, as there's a pitch that is hit towards the circle and there's no play for the Royals to be made. Coming in was Carly Keller to receive that. It was just a short chopper that kind of died right in front of the circle. Rothrock couldn't get to it. Keller did her best, but chose wisely instead of throwing wildly towards first to just hang on to it. So we have a runner on and nobody out here in the top of the first. But again, Cross, it's those mini checklists for the Royals that are building up towards postseason time, and they feel like they're really in the driver's seat for where they want to be.
Well, for sure. They came off a nice weekend over in...
Runner goes, throw a second is not in time, and a stolen base successfully for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they came off a nice weekend down in Louisville. They played one of the better teams in the nation and played them tough. It was a good game for them. And I'm pretty excited to see this one today. It's just it's interesting. Both teams wearing white. It's incredibly confusing.
It's very fitting for today's events to this point. Pitch is outside. Lex Gordon's up there.
It's essentially identical uniforms, and it's it's ridiculous.
Well, this is why whether you're playing Madden or 2K or whatever, they usually ban that during online play, Cross. You try to not have a disadvantage at play. You want to have two same uniforms going, but you're right, it is an all-white affair. There's another bunt, this time laid down and picked up cleanly. The throw is in time for Keller, but moving all the way to third is Neal. So one away here in the top of the first, and already a runner right in position.
Yeah, Carly was already she made almost another diving catch to snag that, but she caught it on one short hop to make a good play to throw first.
I'm going to bring up Haley Thompson for the Bulldogs. Pitch, swing and a miss.
One out, runner on third. Go focus on the batter, get this batter out. Maybe try not to give up that run at third.
Thompson steps out, now steps back in. Runner ready to go on third. Bunt is laid down and bounces foul. Ricocheted off of Thompson. So we'll run back.
Yeah, Coach Locke wants to know if she was out of the box when it hit her. She might have been in front of the plate. To hit her in front of the plate, she's out.
We have a conversation about that. Certainly looked like it could have been from our vantage point. They say no. So Thompson will stay alive with 2 strikes against her. We mention it, and this is the game plan in general. Not that there's a recipe at all to try to battle with a pitcher as talented as Keegan Rothrock, but got to take your swings early, as with any ace.
That's a fact.
Bulldogs trying to do that here. 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2.
Yeah, they're trying anything and everything to get on base, and the leadoff hitter did a nice job, put down a nice bunt, was able to get to first base. Now she's on third with 1 out. See what happens.
And showed the aggressive mentality there. They stole a base as well, did Neal, once she got on. Pitch, just missed, 2-2. Rothrock briefly steps out of the circle, now steps back in. Runner on third here, top of the first, only 1 down. Pitch is in there for strike 3. On the inside corner, and there's 2 down. Rothrock true to form there. First strikeout of the game for her.
Yeah, that was a nice pitch. Work the batter, get the out, and then let's get the next out here.
I'll bring up their catcher, A.G. Pogue. Rothrock looking to continue that momentum. Pitch In there for a strike. Back-to-back strikes from Rothrock.
Yeah, she found that inside corner to get the punch out last batter. She found it again for the strike start to count.
Well, we've seen that a handful of times with her in the rare occasions where there's been any activity on the bases first time through. That is popped up in the air towards first, caught to end the inning. We've seen the rare instances where there have been those type of maybe early flurries. Rothrock often settles right back in. She's able to do that right there. The end of a half. We're still scoreless. Royals looking to change that when they come up to bat in the home side of this first inning on the Roncalli Media Network.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Back on the campus of Roncalli High School with the coach Pat Crosley. I'm Jimmy Cook. Through a half inning, we're scoreless. Royals able to avoid any early trouble despite the leadoff batter and Izzy Neal making it all the way to third base. That is as far as she would get around the diamond before Keegan Rothrock put together a strikeout and a pop-out to get out of the inning. And Cross, we mentioned it as we went to break, but that's so often been the case that you have to be pretty much perfect as an offense if you're hoping to get after Keegan early. That's your best avenue, like we mentioned with any ace, but so often she's able to rewrite the script and turn things, find an area of the zone that is to her liking, and then capitalize with it.
You almost have to string 2 or 3 hits together to get any kind of offensive push, and they did a nice job stringing one hit, and then it got moved the runner with a steal, and then moved the runner again on a fielder's choice. So it's they're working what they can. So we'll see what our bats can do here.
It'll be Lila Blackwell to lead things off. The senior, 45 for 81, no homers and 11 RBIs. Left-handed hitter digs in. Is ready to receive from Thompson. Pitch upstairs, count 1-0.
Yeah, they've got the scouting report on Lila. They're all in here chasing right up on her when she gets ready to slap.
See how Blackwell adapts or adjusts, if at all. 1-0. And there for a strike, 1-1.
I don't think Lila liked that very much.
I didn't really either. That and the slow delivery cadence, we've made our amends with that long ago. 1-1 is hit through for a base hit, third base side. Blackwell reaches with a leadoff single.
Yeah, you're going to expect me to bunt or slap. I'm just going to knock one right through the 6 hole and get on first base and then cause chaos.
The third baseman, number 20.
So that brings up Carly Keller, the third baseman. Keller, 43 for 83, no homers and 18 RBIs. Lefty ready to receive. Blackwell goes. Throw is high and into center field. Blackwell gets to her feet. Thought about going to third. She will go to third. It's a risky proposition. They overthrew her. Now she's going to go home. Blackwell dives and is safe. Lila Blackwell, a chaotic bull on the base paths. And it's 1-0 Royals.
I think she got dirty at every base. And now she's covered in dirt, and she's happier than she's going to be any other way.
Well, there's never a dull moment when Blackwell's on the base path. riverboat gambling around the base path, but able to pull a run out of it. A little bit of luck goes a long way sometimes. And the Royals will take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, when she hesitated around for second base there, I was nervous, but then I saw the ball sail high, and that's okay, she's going to score.
Meanwhile, Carly Keller still up to bat for your Royals. A 2-0 count. Pitch. Outside 3-0. Good crowd here on hand for the Royals, as has been the case throughout this run. 3-0 is outside, ball 4. So Keller will arrive on first base with no outs here in the bottom of the first.
The right fielder, number 19, Emma Fagan.
We'll bring up the right fielder, Emma Fagan. The junior to this point in the season, 30 for 61, 3 homers and 31 RBIs. Keller, the runner on first, she thought about going, but wisely heads back. Trying to test out the arm and the quick trigger of A.G. Pogue. That first throw to try to get Blackwell was wild into center field. That is hit in the air into right field, back at the track, and it's dropped. So everybody will be safe. Keller had to pause for a second to see if she was going to need to tag up, but it was misplayed out in right field by Maddie Starnes. So with nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning and already a 1-0 lead, Royals in business. First and second, nobody out.
I think Carly regrets her decision to not be a little further down the baseline there. She was only about maybe a third of the way, maybe even a quarter of the way down the baseline when that ball was dropped. Had she been halfway or a little closer to halfway, she might have been at third right now. I think Coach Locke just kind of reminded her about that. But I don't know.
I mean, it's always that
Yeah, you don't want to
paradox that you run into as a base runner, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get hung up out there. That's
No.
for darn sure. Almost better to be cautious than too crazy, unless your name's Lila Blackwell.
Then you throw caution to
You
the
do
wind.
whatever you want.
We'll bring up Abby Hoffman. Pitch. Outside 1-0.
I thought about Abby when I got here. I just parked out there in left field right up against the fence behind the scoreboard, and I was kind of hoping she doesn't hit my car with this at bat, because that's where she likes to hit it if she's going to go long.
39 for 92, 4 homers, 31 RBIs. That's hitting the air into right field, and it will not drop. Tagging and advancing to third safely is Keller. Now she's going to take off as the throw went behind the runner and be safe at home. Nobody's covering third, so thank you kindly, says Emma Fagan. The Royals now lead at 2-0. Fagan's all the way to third with just 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
That was a nice sacrifice there. Get the ball out in the outfield and then see what we can do on the base paths. And so far we've been pretty active and aggressive and lucky.
That'll bring up Keegan Rothrock. 4 errors at this point in the inning. Pitch is swung on and goes foul third base side. For Rothrock on the season, 36 for 74, 5 homers, 33 RBIs. A soon-to-be Gator. Looking to add to this lead. Pitch. Just low. Count 1-1. Hit in the air into left field. Back at the track, at the wall. She's gone. It's a career home run record-breaking shot from Keegan Rothrock. And now the chase is on to find that softball. Not just the most dominant softball player to walk these halls of Roncalli, but perhaps the most accomplished and decorated athlete of all time. Adds another one to the trophy case and makes it 4-0 with a shot into left.
Yeah, that was a towering blast, as they say. It was no doubt as soon as it left her bat. Even sounded good.
Now batting for the Royals, the shortstop, number 5, Lauren Marcichek.
I'll bring up Lauren Marcichek as the Royals have torn this thing open with that 2-run shot from Keegan Rothrock. And I was going to mention that throughout that at-bat, Cross, that it's very unique. And I guess you see it a little bit more nowadays with a humanoid like Shohei Ohtani, but for the most part, as a starting pitcher, you don't have the ability at any level to be able to really add to your lead. You still see it in the high school level for Rothrock. Yeah. I mean, that's especially satisfying to know that on the offensive end, you're able to supply yourself on the defensive end with even more run support.
Yeah, certainly in high school softball for sure, the pitchers they're athletes, they're strong, and they can hit the ball. I mean, they're not one-dimensional by any stretch. And
pitch hit in the air down the first baseline and foul.
I think Keegan's the poster child of that kind of athlete that can hit, pitch, probably field pretty well. She could probably play third base, first base, and be okay because she's that good of an athlete and that smart of a player. So that you're going to see that a little bit more in high school for sure.
Marcichek receives the 2-1. That's outside 3-1. This game is turned on a dime thanks to those errors and the power of Keegan Rothrock.
I think being aggressive on the base pass makes them make plays, and if they hurry a throw or something because they think they're going to get somebody, and sometimes they make mistakes.
2-2. Hit right up the middle for a base hit. So Marcichek heads to first. That brings up Anne-Marie Meek.
It's finals week, so these players got out of school a little bit early today. Hopefully they studied before they came out here to play, but they may have had a little bit of time after their third final of today to relax a little bit and get ready to play. And it looks like the bat's relaxed and they're ready to go.
22 for 70 is Meek. 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Pitch, runner goes, and safe in there, stealing towards second was Marcichek.
Yeah, the catcher kind of hitched one time before she threw it. A little bit higher of a throw, but still a pretty good throw.
1-0. Quick to her feet was Pogue. Trying to keep her eye on Marcichek, see it was up there, but nothing doing. She'll stay at second. Meek awaits the 1-1. That's upstairs, and once again, a check on the runner. A Marcichek content at second and playing the head games as you would expect. 2-1. Downstairs, 3-1.
So the hitter's pitch coming up here. Just got to bring it to her. Like to see what happens here. Get a piece of this. Keep this inning going with one out.
And for Meek, you could really, really break things open. The pitch is popped up in the air towards first. It's misplayed. Misplayed. And Meek, unofficially, I believe, the 5th error on Brownsburg defense. Here in the first, keeps the inning going.
Yeah, she got lucky. She got jammed pretty good on hit it right in front of her fists, and that ball had some spin on it. Probably it hangs up in the air for a while. It's hard to play. Hit the heel of the glove and just bounce right out.
Well, that'll put runners on the corners. It'll also bring in Natalie Summers as a courtesy runner. Goes without saying, but in the official scorebook, marking an E3 on Meek's arrival to first. Yeah. So you got runners on the corners and 1 out with a 4-0 lead as a meeting in the circle taking place between the Bulldogs. I mean, you could argue that, with how potent the Roncalli offense is, you can only go to a point in terms of what could or could not have happened in this inning if the errors don't happen. But, the Rothrock power potentially could have happened either way, even if you play things perfectly. But it's the subsequent errors after that allow that to be a 2-run shot instead of just a solo shot, and the base running havoc of Lila Blackwell, and like you mentioned, thinking you can get a runner with a riskier throw than you would have if you kind of pause, take a breath, and take your time.
Sure.
All that has been the lead up to what's transpiring here with runners on the corners and Anna Dressman up at the plate. Runner goes from first to second, does Summers. She'll be in there standing.
Is that a strike, Connie?
Now runners on second and third.
Connie, was that a strike? Ball, thank you.
Count 1-0. Dressman 4 homers on the season. Pitch foul back first base side as a whole. 17 for 42 with those 4 homers and 13 RBIs. And then Roncalli, as you would expect, really lick their chops when they're able to get a big lead like this. Really looking to add to it here. Pitch is hit on the ground towards first. They'll take the easy out there at first base, but it will score a run. As crossing is Marcicek, make it 5-0 Royals, and still a base runner on third in Summers with 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
Yep, it's all, you just got to put the ball into play and score a run with 1 out, and that's exactly what we did. There might have been a play at home, but I think Brownsburg just wants to get an out at this point and take that easy play at first.
We'll bring up the second baseman, Abby Willis. I want to get to that in 1 second, Cross, as that is hit on the air into right field and will drop for a base hit. It'll score a run, make it 6-0 Royals, as the RBI single there for Willis pushes that Royal lead to 6 for Willis prior to that at bat. 14 for 57, no homers and 16 RBIs. But the play prior, Coach, I mean, it is what it is, but there was even then a bit of a hesitation of, do I make the risk-reward throw to go home instead of the easy out at first? I mean, it's a microcosm of what this inning has been for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, at this point, get the out. That's I'm sure that's what coach told him at the little timeout she called a little bit ago. Just need to get it out, girl, ladies. Get it out.
Pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. It sends us back to the top of the order. We've seen that a time or two this season. Lila Blackwell, who caused all this havoc and chaos when she reached and then stole every base on her way to start this inning. Grounded foul, first base side. Count 0-2.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have a pitcher up in the bullpen.
0-2. Swung on and missed to end the inning. So it took one time through the order for the Bulldogs to finally get back to the dugout, but not before plenty of damage was done, including a record-setting 2-run home run for Keegan Rothrock. Makes it 6-0 Roncalli. Here on the Roncalli Media Network.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Back here at Roncalli High School, Royals lead it 6-0. As we stepped away, that formal announcement, Keegan Rothrock now the all-time career home run record holder in Roncalli Royals history with her 23rd career home run. That with that 2-run shot last inning in part of a Royals 6-run inning to put themselves in the driver's seat. As Maddie Starnes, the right fielder, steps in, awaits a pitch from Rothrock, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yes, business as usual for Keegan. I'm just going to knock out a 2-run homer, then I'm going to come strike some girls out. Not a bad deal.
Just another day at the office. 0-1. Swing and a miss through a buyer, 0-2. It really just changed the full. This has been the story of the Roncalli Royals season and this entire, whatever label you want to call it, dynasty, just dominance of Roncalli softball. But it's what you become accustomed to at times is you're going to get strong run support, and even if you don't, even if it's only a couple, you're going to have Keegan down there, and she's going to hold down the fort for you, as has been tradition.
Yeah, you spot her 6 runs in the bottom of the first, and that takes her tension down about 20 notches, I think. At least 6 notches, I think.
Sure. Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, 6-0.
Rothrock looks in. 1-2 to Starnes. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 2 for Keegan Rothrock.
The designated player, number 6, Addie Neal.
That'll bring up the designated player, Addie Neal. Bulldogs still searching for their first run here in the second. Pitch is swung on and missed.
Yeah, they're not catching up to it very well right now, but maybe by next time through the batting order, Brownsburg have a better idea of the speed.
Yeah, you can only hope. Yeah, they're very much behind it in terms of the velocity that Rothrock's dealing out there. Pitch. And their first strike, 0-2. Neal kind of took a brief hack at it and pulled back, but it was a strike anyway from the home plate umpire. Rothrock spins it a couple times. Quick twist, and the 0-2. That is hit high in the air behind first base side on a play. Gave it a look, did Carly Keller, but barring superhuman-like athletic
Bo
ability,
Jackson.
there's no play there.
I don't think Bo Jackson
No, I
could
don't
have
think so either.
Steal the fence.
We're talking Justice League, Avengers-like hops.
Go Gadget arm.
Exactly. 0-2. Fouled first base side. Count remains.
Yeah, Addie Neal, the designated player, is getting battled the ball a little bit. That's good for her and bodes well for the team.
Yeah, at a minimum, a good battle and getting more further opportunity to be able to see Rothrock in action, see what she's dealing with out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Rothrock's 0-2. Hit towards short, bobbled initially. Recovery throw is not made. Marcicek took it on a hop. It caught her in the chest and was unable to gather it off the bounce a second time. So runner aboard for the Bulldogs with one out here in the bottom of in the top of the second.
Yeah, she did everything right. Just got in front of it and it took a weird hop and hit her right there in the sternum.
Yep.
She's tough.
Give credit to Neal. Yeah, high velocity on that strike. We've yet to advance on the arm end for exit velo there, Cross, but maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll get the don't have the technology someday.
Pitch is in there for a strike.
We'll have a fundraiser for that.
We just missed Roar. We had an opportunity to.
We don't need lights out here. We need that exit velo gun.
We need StatCast.
Yeah.
Pitch in there for a strike, 0-2.
Turf field? No. We need to get all that tech.
I need launch angle. Pitch is in that. Just caught the outside corner for strike 3. Rothrock with a smile.
Thank you very much, Blue.
The third baseman, number 3, Kensley Larkin.
Strikeout number 3. Pitch in there for a strike. Brings up Kenzie Larkin, the third baseman. The 1.
Oh.
In there for a strike, 0-2.
Right on the corners.
It's the delayed cadence again. Like I'm yet to the point where I can confidently guess what it's going to be. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Despite one runner reaching first, that was Addie Neal. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Keegan Rothrock. Give her 4 for the evening. And at the end of an inning and a half, Roncalli 6, Bulldogs nothing on the Roncalli Media Network.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
On the campus of Roncalli High School with Coach Pat Crosley, I'm Jimmy Cook. Royals lead at 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Carly Keller up to the plate, went all the way around. Time is called by Keller. Correction might be by Brownsburg as we...
She forgot her pitch.
There you go. Pitch sheet.
Pitch sheet off of her wristband. Yeah. Yeah, you got to have that. When the coach is in the dugout telling you number 628, and you're like, uh-oh. I haven't got them all memorized.
Pitch upstairs. We might as well not add to the chance for errors and miscommunication. That's probably a good step there.
My daughter played on a team where they had to wear those, and like if they're on base, the third base coach would yell like 14, and it's like, drag, bunt, delayed steal, and all this other kind of malarkey.
Well, no, it's swung on and fouled towards the Roncalli dugout, make it 1-1 the count.
All the girls on base are like looking at their wristbands, like like an NFL quarterback pulling it up, and like, come on, just come up with a simpler system, bud. These girls are 10.
At some point, fundamentals need to be at the point of emphasis. Pitch is downstairs, count 2-1. Royals' 6-run inning emphatically emphasized by that 2-run home run from Keegan Rothrock to set the all-time career home runs record. That's popped up into the air directly in front of the pitcher, and the catch is made, and there's one down.
Yeah, that ball's coming at me. I'm going to swing the bat and try and get hit by it type swing.
Yep. That was easiest out Thompson will likely have all game. We'll bring up Emma Fagan. Reached her first time. Swings the first pitch into shallow center. It'll drop for a base hit. Make it 2 for 2 for Emma Fagan on the day. And the Royals have a base runner with one out here in the bottom of the second, leading 6-0.
Yeah, that's a costly mistake there. That ball hung up for a little while. I think a play could have been made there. So we got a base runner on for the Royals, one out. Let's make them. Let's make that count.
Here comes Abby Hoffman. Pitch downstairs. Count 1-0. Abby always takes the time capsule back for many in my generation and younger. A little Dora on the walk-up song. Makes it feel like a 90s trip on McFarland Road. Runner goes. Pitch. Throw is not in time. No, it is in time. They'll say the tag was applied.
No, she's safe. He pointed, and I think he said she missed the tag.
Point, not an out. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Appreciate the clarity on that.
Yeah.
So successful stolen base there for Fagan.
Yeah, I know.
And that was the key to a lot of the Royals' dominance in that first inning. Was success on the base pass, taking chances like they did right there.
Yeah, that throw was on time. We just got a nice slide under it.
2-0. Called strike. Count 2-1. Fagan once again dancing a bit on the base path. That remains at second. Hoffman has the power. Pitch upstairs. 3-1. Brief look over by Thompson to the Brownsburg dugout. Takes a quick look at the play sheet. Now ready to deliver to Hoffman, 3-1. Upstairs, and she walked her. Royals now with a runner on first and second. Only one out here in the top of the second. That will bring back up Keegan Rothrock. She stands alone as the all-time home run record holder in career history for Roncalli.
Home run queen at bat.
Love to add to that again. After that 2-run shot last inning. Initial offering. Skied high, got underneath it. Behind home plate. Count 0-1.
And she's at the opposite direction that time. It's almost as far.
Yep. Rothrock with that home run in the first not only set the record, but her 6th home run of the season. Thompson again glances over. Runners on first and second. One out here, bottom of the second. Royals lead 6-0. Pitch to Rothrock is swung on and once again got underneath it. Will that one leave the field of play? It will not, but miscommunication on the part of the Bulldogs. It'll drop foul.
Harmlessly.
And make it an 0-2 count, but give Rothrock another bite at the apple.
Yeah, those balls are coming up a little high. I don't know if they're rise balls or they're just pitching high, and Keegan's just under them, probably about a half a ball underneath them, and they're going up instead of out.
Yeah. And from the defensive standpoint, I mean, somebody's got to call that and get in position to make that play.
Oh, for sure.
It's a tough read, but look like both the third baseman and the catcher were a little hesitant there. Runners ready to go with one out here in the bottom of the 6th. It's hit through the middle for a base hit. Rounding third, heading for home. The throw is behind, and the Royals will score a run. Rothrock will take advantage and move into second. It makes it 7-0. Advantage Royals with runners on second and third and one out.
Yeah, that was a nice throw from the outfield, from center field there. I think that's Izzy Neal out there in center field. She made a nice throw. It just kind of tailed a little third base side at the very end, but had good velocity. It would have been on time had it been on target.
So to bring up Lauren Marcicek. And also bring out a courtesy runner. It'll be Maddie Anne.
Lauren Marcicek fresh off her government final today.
Any early returns there?
I know. I haven't got them all graded yet, but I'm sure she did fine. She's a fine scholar. Fine young woman.
Oh, that's great. Runners on second and third for the Royals as Marcicek awaits the initial offering from Thompson with one out here in the bottom of the second. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Marcicek looking with malicious intentions on that swing.
Yeah, she did. She wanted to get that one.
She'll step out, now step back in. Thompson deals 0-1. Swung on, hit in the air, line, base hit left field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Marcicek standing with a double. A 2-run RBI double for Lauren Marcicek, and it's 9-0 Royals here in the bottom of the second inning.
That was a beautiful hit. My gosh, she just took that right into the gap there, one hop to the wall. That just sounded good, looked good, and end result was even better.
We'll bring up Anne-Marie Meek. She reached her first time, but on an error. It was a pop-up towards the first baseman that was misplayed. Runner on second with one out here, bottom of the second. Pitch swung at the first one. It's fouled first base side of the play. Count on 1. Thompson, a quick glance over at the dugout. Now back to her play sheet. 0-1 is hit right back at Thompson. Nobody's over at second, and quickly back successfully was Marcicek. But Thompson, quick hand eye, able to scoop that out of the air on the liner back to the circle, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, the ball's hit hard. It's a good play.
We'll bring up Anna Dressman.
Just wonder if the girls have less fear with the mask on. You know, they don't flinch.
How about you? It wouldn't change much for me. Initial offering is swung on a miss for Dressman. Count 0-1.
My daughter played third base for a little while, and she had a mask. And as kind of a joke, I I'll stand about 3 inches from her and just, like, bounce balls off her mask and say, look, it doesn't hurt, because she was still nervous.
Sure. 0-1. Swung on and missed once again. Fence hunting there.
Yeah. That ball's coming in on her.
2 outs here, bottom of the second. Royals leading 9-0. 0-2 in the dirt, and that'll be a successful advance to third on a wild pitch for Lauren Marsichek. Royals would love to fully be in command of the tempo of this game with a 10-0 lead. 1-2. Swung on and over the outstretched arm of the second baseman. They will indeed get that 10-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. An RBI single.
Yeah, Lexi Gordon is second baseman. She had a glove on that. She made a nice play, nice break to it. Just missed it. Cannot fault the effort.
So we'll go back to the bottom of the order. It'll be Abby Willis. Again, there hasn't been that quit factor. You're exactly right. That was a great effort on the part of the Bulldogs, but just a little too high. Not enough lift on the jump. Pitch was inside, count 1-0. Wilson, an RBI single her first time. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Thompson, a quick glance over to first, and Dressman. Back down to play sheet, ready to deal 1-1. Upstairs 2-1. Well, if you're Thompson at this point, I mean, it's been this way for many an opposing pitcher this year. You're just doing everything you can to just try to get out of this inning and put it behind you. Pitch swung on, hit in the air, foul, first base side out of play.
You know, Royals fans have to like watching the team get progressively better at hitting. Making more base hits, getting more RBIs when there's chances to get them, not stranding runners as the season goes on and getting closer to the tournament.
We saw a ton of that in the county final.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and things are starting to come together, and this is the best time to do it.
2-2. Just kind of slapped at, hit right towards short in the air, and the catch is made to end the inning, but not before more damage is done. The Royals push 3 across and leave only 1 at the end of 2 innings of play. Make it 4 across, I beg your pardon. At the end of 2 innings of play, 10-0, Roncalli. Royals in the driver's seat over Brownsburg on the Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indianapolis and Greenwood florist. Our mission is to establish and maintain the highest level of floral value and customer service at comfortable consumer prices. For the best and freshest flowers in Indianapolis and surrounding areas, Steve's Flowers and Gifts has exactly what you're looking for. Check out our wide selection of flower arrangements to make your next occasion memorable. Call 317-787-3431 or visit us at 3150 East Thompson Road.
When looking for reliable HVAC professionals, look no further than Ane & Bartram Heating and Cooling. Whether you need a routine maintenance check or an emergency repair on a heating or cooling unit, Ane & Bartram are available to handle all of your heating, cooling, and ventilation needs. Ane & Bartram strive to be the best, so call them today at 317-889-9574. They even have 24/7 emergency service. Call them today, Ane & Bartram, 317-889-9574.
It'll be Macy Tomei, the shortstop, for the Bulldogs, leading things off here in the top of the third inning. With Pat Crosley, I'm Jimmy Cook. Pitch is outside, 1-0. Coach, I know this is kind of a silly question because the Royals have been in this situation before, but in terms of as you're just evaluating things and where things are at, is it mainly just complacency? Is the only main area you'd be worried about right now, if anything? Pitch is fouled back. First base side of the play, count 1-1.
Yeah, you would think about that, but I think, we've seen these girls, and Coach Locke's talked about it a couple times up here, how they're like still locked in the field. There might be a 13, 14 strikeout game, but they're still down and ready every
scoreboard's
pitch.
just decorative,
yeah,
honestly, for them in terms of their mentality of how they approach each inning.
Exactly.
Rothrock's 1-1, downstairs 2-1 in the dirt.
I mean, they've been there. They know what it's going to take to get to where they want to get, and they know that playing halfway is not going to get there. Even if ball never comes to you all day, you still need to be ready for the next one.
Right. And we talk about all the time in terms of whatever level of sport it is. Pitch swung on, fouled back, out of play, count 2-2, but having that culture from the top down, but also having that, as you mentioned, been there before, know-how, experience of not ever taking your foot off the gas.
And I know the coaching staff won't allow that.
Right. 2-2. Missed full.
I think it's an easy sell for these girls too. Like Coach Locke will say, "Listen, we need to do this, this, and this," and they trust him, and all the coaches, and they've been there, they've done that. They've been there as well multiple times, and so it's just a
pitch is hit in the air towards the circle, and the play is made there by Keegan Rothrock. There's now one away.
That was a good play. It's this time of year, they've played how many games? 20-some games, and it's almost not quite routine because they went down to Louisville and they had a real good game down there with a powerhouse team, and we gave them all they wanted, and it just shows them, like if we want to be at the high level, we got to bring it.
Initial offering just outside, count 1-0. Heads back to the top of the order for Izzy Neal. Reached on a single back in the first inning, I beg your pardon. 1-0, shows a bunt. Right back to the circle. Rothrock fields, fires in time, 2 away.
I like how she held the bat there. She had like a little gap-handed way to hold the bat, unlike Ty Cobb almost. That's going way back, but there was a space between her hands so she could just place it wherever she wanted to.
Rose were ready for it, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Good movement all around. And good delivery there by Rothrock. Brings up Lexi Gordon, the second baseman. Gordon grounded out her first time back in the first inning. Royals lead at 10-0 here, top of the third, 2 down. Rothrock makes her initial offering. Fouled back behind home plate. Off the fence, count 0-1.
You were right earlier when you said there's a nice crowd here. There's lots of people in the visitor stand. There's folks out there in the sun deck out in center field. It's a nice night to be outside.
Pitch is hit in the air into shallow left field. Back and on the chase. Successfully to make the play and end the inning.
That was a tough play. She made it effortlessly. Made it look easy. Running back to her left. Good grab.
So no runs, no hits, and nobody left. The end of 2.5. Roncalli leads 10-0, and the Royals come up to bat when we return on the Roncalli Media Network.
While others focus on simply facilitating a transaction, Century 21 agents like Sarah Lux believe in the value of delivering extraordinary experiences by defying mediocrity and always giving you 121%. Find your new home or sell your current home with the best. Contact Sarah Lux at 502-6253 or online at listwithlux.com. That's Sarah Lux at listwithlux.com. Listwithlux.com.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too. And we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Of Roncalli High School, Jimmy Cook with the coach Pat Crosley. Royals fully in command as We go to the bottom of the third inning. They lead it 10-0 on the back of 6 runs in the fourth, including a 2-run shot by Keegan Rothrock that made her the career home runs leader in Roncalli softball history, and then 4 runs across in the second. Look to add to that here in the bottom of the third. Also a pitching change. Avery Toole, a sophomore, heads into the circle for the Bulldogs.
Royals back to top of the order.
Yep, bring up Lila Blackwell. Blackwell really was the full-scale leader of this avalanche of runs for the Royals back in the first inning. Reached with a single and then successfully stole second, third, and home on the back of a couple of unforced errors by the Bulldogs, but mainly caused by Blackwell's speed. First pitch is outside, count 1-0, and then grounded out her second time back in the second inning. Toole looks over at the dugout and then back to the play sheet, ready to deal. 1-0. Careful, there's a Yankees fan here. That pitch is outside, 2-0. Blackwell awaits Toole's 2-0. Bunt was shown, ricocheted off the bat, and took a bounce off of the back of the fence, I believe.
Yeah, that was way inside, and Lila tried to get away from it.
Okay, hit the ground first, says the scoreboard operator, so count is 3-0. Blackwell steps back in a hitter's count. 3-0 from Toole in their first strike. 3-1.
I think they're trying to bring it inside on Lila, so she doesn't. She's not able to get around on one to put it someplace close.
Right. Toole's 3-1. Hit right back towards Toole.
Ooh.
Grabs that out of the air and flips as well for good measure. 1 away.
Love the glove flip. That was cool.
That was nice.
That's
little
tough
flair
to do.
from the sophomore.
Yeah, it's tough to do. You never know where that ball's going to come out, hit a lip of the glove, or do something else, but she must obviously have confidence in that and executed it, so what the heck.
Let's bring up Carly Keller. Keller came across her first time, popped out her second time last inning. Pitch in their first strike, 0-1.
We were talking about girls being engaged and all of that. We can hear it from their dugout when we're at bat every time. They're saying something. They're singing a song, chanting something.
Plenty of chatter, plenty of good energy there.
Yeah, and they're all, I can't see them real well, but it looks like they're all up at the fence, not sitting back talking with their buddies. They're all engaged in what's happening out here and being good teammates. And that's a piece of the puzzle.
Half the battle.
To be a good teammate and be there for your fellow players.
One of those little things. Toole's 0-2 is hit right back at her in the circle off a bounce. She'll throw to first in time by inches.
That was a bang play. I think he called it for he had it in his mind she's going to be out. That's just me though. That's what Coach Mo's not. She's smiling. She's doing the right things. But Coach Mo at first base, I think she's not real pleased with that decision.
I'm there with you. It's tough. It'll bring up Emma Fagan, the right fielder. Toole delivers. Swung on and hit right toward the second base hole. Throw to first is in time to end the inning. So Toole able to go 3 up and 3 down at the end of 3 innings of play. Royals 10, Brownsburg nothing on the Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Sports fans, it's Mark Maloney with JC Bank. Whether tailgating or listening to the game at home, JC Bank invites you to BYOB. Be your own branch. Got a laptop with Wi-Fi or a smartphone? Well, BYOB 24/7 with JC Bank's online and mobile banking options. Hey, you can even apply for a mortgage online with JC Bank. And remember, we're happy to serve you at one of our local JC Bank offices too, and we'll be opening soon in Greenwood. Get in the game at jcbank.com/BYOB. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at Roncalli, Jimmy Cook and the coach Pat Crossley. Royals out in front 10-0 as we go to the top of the fourth. Rothrock back out there and dealing. Pitch swung on and missed.
Yeah, that was not a pitch to hit for anybody.
Nope. Haley Thompson, who got the early hook after the Royals put 10 across through 2 innings, steps back in. Rothrock deals. Threw a buyer again. Swung on and missed. Rothrock ahead 0-2.
Yeah, I was trying to get her chase there on the outside, and we're not biting.
Smidge 1-2.
Says Haley Thompson. I am not biting that. Not going there.
If you think about that as well, obviously Thompson a junior, but I mean from the mental standpoint of it, it's tough. Obviously you have an opportunity for redemption here, and then called strike 3 is what happens. But yeah, you have a frustrating outing, and then you're still back in the order, still got to do your job, and Rothrock just waves at her with that final delivery for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Coach Burkhart's calling some pitches in there, and it's like playing a video game almost. You push a button or make a sign, the ball goes where you want it.
Yep. With ease. Bring up A.G. Pogue. Swung on and missed. Rothrock really dealing now. Strikeout number 5 for Keegan unofficially. Pogue steps out, now steps back in. Rothrock ready to deal 0-1. That one bounced. Count 1-1.
That slept. Get a little rosin. A little dirt on your fingers, you'll be all right.
There you go.
Rub on a towel back there.
No. Don't want to end up like Domingo Herman.
Oh.
Another Yankees deep cut there for you.
Yeah, a little sticky.
Got a 10-game suspension for you. Popped up in the air off the end of the bat, or middle of the barrel, I beg your pardon, and right into the glove hand for the out. Good play there by Kaylin Lester.
Yeah, that'll learn you. Don't be putting that sticky stuff out there on your hands.
Nope, definitely don't do it twice with the same crew either. That won't end well for you. Pitch, speaking of which, by the way, it swung on, hit in the air into right field. And we'll tease this for everybody that's very excited about this. When we come back, I'm headed to Cincinnati tomorrow. My first appearance as an adult at Great American, so perhaps you can give me some tips
Sky Rosa
when we return. You're on the Roncalli Media Network. They lead at 10-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning.
Providing comfort for families in their time of need is the main concern of the staff at Lauk Veldoff Funeral Home. We are a small family-owned firm and take great pride in the personal service we offer and the family-like atmosphere at our facility. At Lauk Veldoff, we only serve one family at a time, providing compassionate care and affordable options, truly part of your community. Lauk and Veldoff Funeral and Cremation Services. Call 317-636-6655. A proud supporter of Roncalli High School, Indy Teledata provides IT solutions for businesses and organizations in Central Indiana. For over 10 years, Steve Battiato and his team of professionals have provided comprehensive computing support, business telephone solutions, network infrastructure, and productivity suite integration. For a free evaluation of your technology needs, give Steve and his team a call at 317-231-5547 or visit us at indyteledata.com.
We go towards the bottom of the 4th inning. Royals in command with a 10-0 lead.
Let's go, Dora!
Dora the Explorer rains down. Pitch. And there for a strike.
Yeah, every tool's come in here and she's pitched well. Like you said before, she had 3 up, 3 down last inning. She's come strong with a strike, the outside corner.
Hoffman sack fly her first time. Reached in the second. That is swung on and fouled.
Yeah, she's chasing that outside one.
First base side of the play. Count 0-2.
These girls want to hit the ball. I mean, they're not taking pitches.
No.
They want to hit, and that's fun.
They like to attack early and often. Toole once again takes a glance at the Brownsburg dugout, delivers her 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Well, of note on the scorebook, last inning, the first time that the Royals were unable to get all the way through the order thanks to Toole's high command, 3 up, 3 down. Obviously not something you can be used to in terms of getting all the way through the order of consecutive innings. Swung on and hit right towards third. Throw is low but in time, and there's one away.
A good scoop at first.
Bring up Rothrock. Keegan that 2-run homer. Mentioned it a couple times, but will continue to do so. Set the career home run record, her 23rd of her illustrious Roncalli career.
And she lost a year to COVID, too, if you think about it.
Yeah.
So what would that number be with another entire year?
Sky would have been the limit, no doubt about that. Toole looks and deals, and that's jammed up but foul behind home plate. Count 0-1. Pitch is way inside. Right close to the handle of the bat for Rothrock. A 1. Upstairs, 1-1. So anyway, Cincinnati. I know I got to get myself some Skyline Coney dogs or chili dogs. That's on the menu.
Well, no, you got to get yourself a Sky Rosa.
All right, I have that written down. It's swung on and fouled back, but it's up against
nice
the fence,
play.
and the play is made. Thought that was going to get out of here. It did not. And instead, there's 2 away.
It's good hustle play. A Sky Rosa is something. It's an epicure's delight. It is a piece of La Rosa's pizza, cheese or pepperoni. Take your pick, and you get yourself a chili cheese coney with mustard and onions, and you put that sucker inside of the pizza.
Wow!
And eat it like a taco. You just kind of fold the pizza around it. It is
so it's
messy,
one of those hidden menu items, except you're building it yourself.
Oh,
and that pitch comes upstairs right off the helmet. Lauren Marcicek.
Yeah, that came right now. Yeah, you gotta go to 2 different places to pick that up. And people look at you funny when you make it into stands and start eating it because it is super messy. But oh my goodness,
okay,
like 1 is enough. But
so I need to know now: was this a Pat Crosley original? Did someone introduce this to you?
It is not. I saw it online somewhere that somebody did that, and so I said, oh yeah, I'm there, and I did, and then other people have done it since, and but the Sky Rosa is. I'm not copywriting it or trademarking it in any way, but it is tasty.
Okay, noted. Pitch swung on and missed.
And if the game's not exciting, it may induce a nap afterward. I don't know, but and bring lots of napkins.
I always try to mess eater to begin with, and with what you've just laid out for me, I'm definitely going to need more. Pitch is outside, 1-1.
Yeah, if you're sitting in the seat, you got to have kind of a wide stance there to let so it doesn't drop on your person in front of you, because the cheese will come out.
Well, I might as well reevaluate things. I want to be in the pinstripe, so I got.
Oh Lord, no, it's out. No, you're not doing that.
1-1. And then first strike, 1-2.
No, it's a good thing. It's kind of it's a lot.
It sounds like it.
But if you
I'm familiar with La Rosa. You kept saying Sky Rosa. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about here, and that makes sense now.
Yeah.
But 1-2. Just missed 2-2.
Yeah, La Rosa's pizza is good in general, but it's even better when it's been warmed up at Great American Ballpark. And that it's pretty good. And chili cheese conies are amazing.
So I'm staying the night Friday night, and then we're driving back Saturday. When is the day to attack the Sky Rosa then? It's an evening game. It's a 4 o'clock game instead. That just swung on and hit back in the circle. Everybody's going to be safe.
Oh, no.
And nobody's covering third. The flip over to third is not in time. The Royals are trying to get to second. That time they're out.
No.
Oh, no, they're safe. Diving in, getting a hand underneath with some wild west of base running by the Royals. Leads them second, third, and 2 outs with a 10-0 lead in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, that was good sliding. I mean, girls getting under the ball, they're getting under the tag any way possible, and taking advantage of position miscues, not covering third base, and then everybody's concerned about the play at third, not seeing second base, and we're just going to take second. And it's heads-up base running and coaching by Coach Mo and Coach Lauk.
Well, I think might as well have a courtesy runner here too.
Yeah.
It's like it'll be Kendra Clark.
I think your best bet's probably Friday night for the Sky Rosa.
Okay.
And if it's good, you can do it.
Don't
twice.
be afraid to do it again.
I like the Friday Saturday games. You can do 2. It's fun down there.
So are you folding the pizza like you would a papadilla and then putting the hot dog right there?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and whatever works. I mean, there's literally no wrong.
There's no
way.
exact science to it. It's just
however you get it in your mouth. Whatever way you can fit it.
Oh man, that's
I've
beautiful.
tried it with pepperoni and cheese. I kind of like the cheese better. Pepperoni's a little greasy. I like the whole thing.
Oh
but,
man,
I'm looking to get healthy. I go with the just cheese.
That's good. That's good. The light option.
Yeah, it is.
With the Sky Rosa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Run on third, 2 outs here. Bottom of the fourth. Royals lead 10-0. Tools pitch. In there for a strike. Count on 1.
Sky Rosa is a hidden gem, and it's or the French toast fries you get out there, and those are pretty good too. French toast fries are strong.
That's that's just a one order item there, right? I don't have
you don't have to go to a place for that.
I'll make sure.
Hard to find though.
Pitch outside, 1-1.
Usually right field bleachers back there, they've got them.
Okay.
Want to go to the Holy Grail before or after as well.
Okay.
It's the hangout before the game.
Tool takes a brief look at the pitches. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. Pitch swung on and missed. Count 1-2.
Now you're getting me to start talking about this, and I'm wanting to go with you now. I can't. But you go to the Holy Grail, they got the lineup on the wall there, and if it's somebody they don't have a card for, it just says new guy.
That's awesome. 1-2. Hit in the air down the first base line out of play. Count holds. When's the last time you've been out there?
Oh, last season. Haven't been out yet this season. Been busy. July. I'm going to spend some time out there in July.
1-2. Outside 2-2. Yeah, they've set up with the American and National League. First real time been able to get out to Great American to see the Yankees in town. I've done it with the Guardians. I've done it with the White Sox. Hoping for Wrigley next year if they end up in that rotation. 2-2. Inside and up, and we're full.
Well, don't be a National League snob. You can go watch some other National League team in Cincinnati.
I know. For sure. And that pitch, going back to that, made contact there with Leister. So she'll head down the line, and the bases are now loaded with 2 outs.
Here in the right hand. Pinch hitter for the Royals. Eva Hurley.
So bring out a pinch hitter in Eva Hurley.
The Dancing Queen. That's a good song.
Mm-hmm. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Hurley, foul back off the fence. Count 0-1. Hurley 13 for 29, 2 homers and 7 RBIs for the sophomore. 29 plate appearances total. Runners ready to take off with 2 outs. A 1 from Toole. Swung on and missed. And Hurley behind 0-2.
Yeah, that first ball moved in on her a little bit, and she got jammed, and this one was a little high. So let's see what kind of pitch is offered here by Avery Toole.
Toole, quick glance over the dugout. Now back at the pitch sheet. 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2. Hurley steps off, now steps back in. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Royals lead it 10-0. Toole to Hurley. Swing and a miss. Toole gets out of it. The Royals lead, the bases loaded, but they have that coveted 10-0 lead and can close things out. When we come back, as we go to the top of the 5th, Royals leading 10-0 on the Roncalli Media Network.
Never lose your drive to deliver. Today's logistics marketplace is an ever-changing landscape where you can make your mark through dedication and passion. At Spot, these characteristics, along with drive and teamwork, form the basis for a rewarding, fast-paced career. Take it from our Roncalli co-founder and our dynamic group of Royals alumni. They've never lost the entrepreneurial spirit that provides the foundation for our continued success. There's never been a time like this, and there has never been a partner like Spot. We're relentless, we are experts, we are accomplished, and like you, we will never lose our drive to deliver. Come find your spot at spotinc.com/careers. Go Royals! Hey, maybe the summer blew by and your child hasn't been to his or her back-to-school eye exam. Let the experts take a look and schedule an appointment today with Vision Quest Eye Care. Vision Quest has 2 locations to serve you and your family in Greenwood and Geist. Visit VisionQuestEyeCare.com and schedule today. That's VisionQuestEyeCare.com.
So we go to the top of the 5th inning. Royals in charge, leading 10-0. An opportunity to close things out right here via the mercy rule. If Rothrock can lock in and deliver the goods for the Royals as they seek out win number 24 on the season, along with the coach Pat Crosley. I'm Jimmy Cook. So during the brief break in the action there, I didn't happen to see you looking over at SeatGeek for this weekend, did I? You're not.
You did not.
We're
no.
broadcast. We'll make sure.
Well, I'm going to a wedding this weekend,
Nice.
so down in near Dallas. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
when do you depart for that one? Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow
Nice.
afternoon. Going down to Big D.
Nice.
See a family friend's daughter get married, so it'll be kind of nice.
Congratulations. Very exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Rothrock ready to deal in the circle. Initial offering swung on and missed. Count 0-1 to Addie Neal.
Yeah, that pitch was the I'm not messing around first pitch. She's got a big final tomorrow for 7th period, so she needs to get home and study. I get this done.
It's so I've never thought about breaking that in, and perhaps we will more next year. But it's the added nugget that makes it feel like saw her at the pro level playing some golf in her free time the other day. We got a final in 7th period to tackle tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 finals tomorrow, then they're finished.
Well, good luck to all you Royals. Pitch swung on and foul. Third base side of the play. Count remains 0-2.
Yeah, today was a big day. We had 3 today, 3 yesterday. Tomorrow's 2, and then seniors have baccalaureate, and then Saturday they graduate. So, and big parties on Sunday. So there's a lot going on.
How many more finals do you yourself have to give out? Pitch swung on and missed. Got away though briefly, and the throw to first is in time. There's 1 down here on the top of the 5th.
I got 2 tomorrow morning, and then we usher them out the door as quickly as possible, and as calmly as possible. Hopefully, then we have a luncheon and a meeting. Then we're finished.
Still half day action on finals.
Yeah, they'll be done around 11:30 or so. Then we'll 12:20. I don't remember.
That's the only part of that process I miss. Pitch on and missed. Count 0-1.
Yeah, we just got to get them out of the building as quickly and quietly as possible, and then we can have our gathering, and then we can be done.
Sure. Rothrock, a quick twist. The 0-1. Outside 1-1.
The Roncalli Parent Organization buys us lunch, which is
nice.
So appreciated.
Sure.
And so tasty. And then Mr. Bonich will address us for a little while, and then we'll be on our merry way.
1-1. Outside 2-1. Rothrock last 2 pitches a bit outside the zone. Two-1. Popped up. Foul. Third base side. Count 2-2. Well, if I do end up trying to take down the Sky Rosa, I will be sure to send you a picture. There's a 50% chance I don't, based on the fact that I'll have the white jersey.
No, I would.
You would discourage?
I would recommend it, unless you can find a place to stand, because that Skyline chili is a nice brown, and would not look good on the.
I mean, the chili dog was going to happen regardless. I mean, we already knew what we were getting into there. That's fouled back.
Oh yeah, well, be sure you put mustard and onions all over it, so that makes it even better.
Full count with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. The Royals trying to wrap things up with a 10-0 lead. Rothrock deals. Swing and a miss. And the Royals are 1 out away from closing up shop.
Number 3, Kinsley Larkin.
I've just now seen visual evidence of the Sky Rosa, and that is something.
Yeah, it is something.
Man.
You haven't been to a Reds game until you've either seen one or had one.
Pitch.
Yeah,
that did not go around. They'd go check swing, and she did. Count 0-1.
Yeah, you go to Kansas City, watch the Royals. You're gonna have some barbecue.
Sure. You head to Cincinnati here for the Sky Rosa.
Yeah. You're going to Miami. You're probably gonna have some Cuban sandwich somewhere.
I've actually been down there, even though it's usually sparse crowds. A lot of good eats options. A little pricey. Make up for that stadium, but
now's the time to go to Oakland and sit behind the dugout for $12.
You can sit in the dugout if you pay enough money.
Probably 20.
1-1. Swung on and missed, and the Bulldogs down to their final strike. Rothrock, a quick twist, looks in, ready to deal. Hit in the air towards center. Royals underneath it to make the catch and end the inning. Ball game over. Royals win it. 10-0 your final. They run rule the Bulldogs and capture their 24th win on the season.
The good news is there's a snow cone truck right behind you.
I wonder how many games have the Royals won 10-0, like that number. I mean, they're pretty good at getting that 10 runs and then just kind of not autopilot, but definitely not pushing the gas.
Right. If they are able to add an extra run or two here or there, they'll take it.
Yep.
Otherwise, they're content to just kind of, like you mentioned, I don't want to say coast, but manage their business, take care of their business.
Cruise control, maybe.
Roll through. We will step aside. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up with the Indy Teledata postgame show. Again, the Royals run rule the Bulldogs 10-0 through 5. Back to close it out on the Roncalli Media Network.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Harding Porman is a full-service printing and brand communications company. From creative services and strategy to print, signage, digital output, warehousing and fulfillment, mailing, e-commerce storefronts, and even mobile solutions. They are dedicating to helping their clients get the most out of their brand communication efforts with the quality they can see and results they can be sure of. Get the most out of your brand communications. Certified to be the best, Harding Porman.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made of character and faith. Our students are service-minded and want to make a difference in the world. Our students possess the skills and intellect required of leaders. Come to Marian University, Indy's premier Catholic university, and let us help you find out what you're made of. You can apply for free today at marian.edu.
Hi folks, it's Ben Stallings with Beck Service Center. Automotive breakdowns and routine maintenance never come at a good time. Let us help take the stress out of your automotive repairs. With 10 mechanics and 32 bays, we can get you back up and running with minimal downtime. Quality parts, experienced mechanics, locally owned and operated since 1977. Located at the southeast corner of Madison and Edgewood, we are pretty darn good at fixing cars. Let's go Royals.
Meet Zach. Zach rides everywhere, day and night, rain or shine. At Indiana Members Credit Union, we know Zach. We know he's been saving up for a car. We're here to help Zach and you. Now get pre-approved for auto financing as low as 3.99% APR. Today, it's all about Zach. Tomorrow, it's all about you. Because at IMCU, it's you that matters. Rates subject to credit approval and valid on purchase of 2020 or newer vehicles. Learn more at imcu.com.
Welcome back for the final time here on the Roncalli Media Network. Royals run rule the Bulldogs 10-0 to pick up their 24th win on the season with the coach Pat Crosley. I'm Jimmy Cook. Coach, you can't obviously take this for granted, but as business as usual as this Roncalli team has been throughout this season, throughout this historic run, and another little bit of a history for Keegan Rothrock becoming the all-time home runs leader in program history.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, you know what you're going to get when you come to a Royals game. You're going to see a team play hard. You're going to see a team play smart and aggressive all at the same time, and invariably it ends in happiness. Like tonight, I mean, they were in control from the very beginning. You know, they had a leadoff runner get to third in the top of the first, and then they kind of settled down and nothing. There's no more ripples after that, and took care of business. And that's, you know, taking care of business is a phrase for a reason, and that's what these ladies did today for sure.
Well, our next broadcast on the Roncalli Media Network, we are very much in the end game now, as they say. The next broadcast will be a sectional championship game, assuming Roncalli is able to advance there. That'll be a week from Friday. We'll have that for you. Check athletics.roncalli.org for more information. And then same thing, though, towards the end of the month on the 29th, if boys baseball is able to advance to their sectional championship game, we'll have that for you as well on the Roncalli Media Network. I believe the coach Chris Strykowski will be along for that baseball broadcast, the coach Pat Crosley along for that softball. And then, of course, as either baseball or softball make their run into the month of June, we'll have that for you right here on the Roncalli Media Network. To this point, though, Cross, pleasure as always.
Yeah,
appreciate
for sure.
you scurrying over here and powering through with us.
It was quite the scurry, but we made it happen. And it's always fun to come out here to Roncalli and see games of any kind. And more people should come to these games because it's fun. It's beautiful out here. The campus looks amazing. And this field's beautiful, and the playing's beautiful, and it's just fun.
Sure.
Fun. Proud to be a Royal today.
Sure. And even better news for us if they go as far as regionals. That'll be right here. So not a
friendly confines.
Not too far of a journey for us, right back in the friendly confines. Executive directors of the Roncalli Media Network, Therese Carson and Aaron Hommel. Video operations director, the talented AJ Ablong and his wonderful student crew, doing a great job with all of our shots throughout the evening. From my broadcast partner, the coach Pat Crosley, I'm Jimmy Cook. And our final in this one, Royals get win number 24 on the season. Run rule the Bulldogs 10-0. And until we talk to you in a week's time, so long, everybody.